Celestial dragons, slaves, human shops. When the people in power act this cruel and greedy, it makes common criminals like us look pretty humane by comparison. When scum like that are the ones writing the rules, it creates more scum. They hate pirates, but they're the ones who made them. At least we're as endearing as we are mean, right, killer? Seems fair.
Agreed.
If we see someone interesting, you think we should try and buy them?
We just lost the man worth 3 billion bounty, the same amount as a Yonko. Captain Eustass Kid is down. He's out. He got packed up, unfortunately. So where we go from here? Does Kid die? Does he come back? What do we do with Captain Kid? Let's talk about it. Chapter 1079, Shanks pulls up with the divine departure. Get Kid out of here. Fire, heat, fuego. We've been waiting 25 years to see Shanks actually beat somebody the fuck up. And then we see him. It's like, as much as I feel bad for Kid, I can't feel bad for him. I'm too hyped. I've been waiting to see Shanks swing that sword, and the first time he does it is a divine departure. But we're not here to hype. We're not here to get crazy about Shanks. That's another video. We're here to talk about Kid, the unfortunate side of this here hype coin, the one that was the victim without being a victim. You know, Kid, never victim mentality. So let's talk about Kid and his character. A lot of people don't like Kid. Why? They think he's uncreative. They don't like the way he uses his devil fruit. They think he's too straightforward. But I love it. I like it. I think Kid is a lot like Luffy without the wit and the cleverness. They both have that punch my way through every problem, straightforward approach. Luffy just got a little more swag to him, you know? He a little more wavy with it. Kid is just more punk, metal, rock, hardcore. Not my favorite thing, not my favorite character, but I like it. I think Kid is an interesting, good character. Through the eyes of Kid, we also get context on the world around him and how he views the world and the world government. Which in One Piece, when it comes down to the story, I love it. I love it. So chapter 500, when Kid is talking about, yo, the world government, they over there putting up real numbers. What we doing? Rookie numbers.
I pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Kid is known for being a menace. Kid is known for bodying people, destroying islands, killing civilians. The reason Kid had a higher bounty than Luffy pre-time skip was because he was just being a menace. They didn't mention his strength. They didn't mention his devil fruit. It was like, he has a higher bounty than you because he is a straight up menace. Black force energy personified with red hair on top. That's what they told us Kid was. Yeah, he about that life. Every time we see Kid in the position of conflict, no matter who it was, Kaido's introduction, now that I think about it, Kid is like a Yonko intro tool to be fucked up. When Kaido got introduced, he beat up Kid. Now, the first time we see Shanks actually throw hands with somebody is Kid, and he whooped his ass. Y'all stop bullying my son Kid. We see Kid talk about the world government, and it's like, yo, we kind of cute compared to what they got going on, which is a real interesting statement coming from this menace, and lets you know of his worldview, how he views the world government. And Kid is not oblivious to what's going on. He's not just like evil for being evil's sake. There's some depth there. There's like some digging. If Oda was ever to feel like he wanted to go down that path, there's definitely some character there that you can exfoliate if so chooses to. And I actually like that. So overall, Kid has shown depth. I don't know if I could say he showed character development. That boy came in, guns blazing, hard-headed, gung-ho, I'm about that life. And he came out guns blazing, hard-headed, about that life. And I respect it. The confidence of a conqueror. Never wavering in confidence. No matter who it was. Kaido introduction. I'm not running. I'm not joining you. I'm going to throw hands. I'm going to catch an L. But I'm going to throw hands nonetheless. Same with Shanks. I didn't see you the last time. Don't matter. This ain't the last time. I glowed up now. I got a damn punk for you and your squad. It don't turn out good for Kid much, but he always there. He gonna throw hands. John Morant might be a Kid fan. Kid has always been one to share out these hands. Win, lose, or draw, he there. He there. He won it, and that should be respected. We have respected Whitebeard for never running, never turning his back, never getting a cowardly scar. We didn't see Kid's back, but I'm pretty sure it don't have a scar in it. Respect Kid. Absolutely respect Kid. But going forward, where do we go from it? Does Kid come back and become a Gecko Moria kind of character? Does he join Shanks? Does somebody come back and teach him hockey so he can like regain what once was a place at the top of the totem pole of the race, at least for the rookies? Of the rookies, Law, Kid, Luffy. Essentially, they all had the same amount of poneglyphs. They all was at the same point. Luffy probably got a little head because he got the better crew. But overall, they all was like on even playing field going forward. Kid just got knocked out the race. All position is pending because we don't know. He may be caught an L too. We gonna leave that one alone. Do we have time for Kid to learn hockey and come back and be as prevalent as he probably should be in the show? Luffy needed 2 years. Do we have 2 years in story time for Kid to come back and do what he needs to do? I don't think so. Do I want to see Kid as some lesser, has-been used to be character that's in the final war just doing God knows what, but in the back of our mind we know what happened to him? Or does he come back as an underling to someone? I'd much rather Kid dies. As unfortunate as it probably would be, I think it would be better to just write him out the story. One less person to focus on, one less person to give screen time and dialogue to. The best course of action might just be for Kid to have an unfortunate end to here and gracefully bow out the story with a divine... Hey, that ain't a bad way to go out. That ain't a bad way to go out at all. It's the name of the move. This is what it was meant to do, to send people flying. Whether it's Odin going away or Kid going out the story, divine departure, baby. He's leaving in style. And as unfortunate as it is, give Kid his respect. Also, Kid did his thing. I know it didn't look, or the future that never got to happen. Kid did destroy that fleet. Or he was going to destroy that fleet. And in Shanks' future sight, we actually see him destroy the fleet. Showing even more improvement than he did in Wano with being able to fire off multiple of his awakened blasts. I don't know, damn punk. I don't know if that's the name of the rifle or the blast. But he fired off like 9 of them bad boys at a time. In Wano, we saw 1 at a time. So even from Wano to now, Kid has improved. Was still moving up. But he got cut short. So respect Kid. Respect Kid. He deserves it. He deserves it. Kid could have ran so many times and took away from your enjoyment. We waited 25 years to see Shanks. And you could have waited more if Kid had decided to turn around and turn tail. But nah, he did this for you. He stood there for you. He said, nah, I know they want to see what Shanks do. They had people talking about Shanks maybe on fraud watch. Kid helped confirm your doubts. All that Mihawk hype y'all added on, it was because of Kid's sacrifice. Respect Kid is all I'm saying. Respect Kid is all I'm saying.
Yeah. I know that you gon' say 'cause you need something real, for real.